Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So I wanted to take a quick video, just show you guys the Tundra here with the iKamper Skycamp 2.0. Actually mounted up to the Diamondback bed cover there. As you guys saw in my last video, that was the only lingering piece of the equation, and definitely wanted to show you the quote-unquote final product here. So personally, I absolutely love it. I think it's awesome. Already had a number of, I guess, day camps and just one nightly camp with Peanut so far, and she is so stoked to head out to the beach or head out to a couple local areas and campsites and whatnot to actually put some use to it. So excited to have this, excited to share a couple of the small adventures that we're going to do moving forward with it. But yeah, just want to show you what it looked like and get your thoughts on it. I'm expecting a little bit of backlash, just given the fact that it is the Skycamp 2.0 is the bigger one, right? This is one that folds out to be that king-size bed. So because of that, you know, it's a little bit bigger. I mean, it's just right around 7 feet long. So it extends beyond the end of the bed there. So looks a little bit like a backwards cap to some degree, but yeah, I still think it looks awesome. Not to mention, I mean, it's not about the looks of it. It's really about, you know, being able to get out and camp and enjoy it with the family. So I'm eager to do that. The Diamondback bed cover served as the perfect platform to do this with, and I think it just came out exceptionally well. So there's that kind of back. I mean, it extends about a foot beyond the bed, about maybe a little bit less, depending on where you're measuring from. But, and forgive me guys if you're getting a lot of the rain on the mic, but definitely want to show this to you. I've been getting home late this last few days, and it's been a little bit too dark from work. So this is it, iKamper, super easy, and I'll do subsequent videos, of course, to show you just how easy it is to undo it. And you know, they're quick to promote and advertise the fact that it takes only a minute to fully pop up and you know, to actually use. And they're not kidding. It takes about a minute just to pop it up and actually get it to where it's functional as a pop-up tent. So pretty straightforward. Of course, I'll show more of that detail to you. The one thing that is different between this video and my previous one is I ended up moving this rear front runner rack crossbar from here. Originally I had it, you know, symmetrical, right? So I originally had at the halfway point this bar going across, and then the halfway point right here between this little back bar going across, if that makes sense, to make it look symmetrical. However, that would have made the, you know, the whole load bearing off-centered, right? If I had this moved over here, there would have been a little tail happy, or tail heavy, I should say. So that's why I did that. And I think it worked out pretty well. Keeping this as is, you get about the same up front that you do in the back, maybe a little bit more in the back, but it's perfect in my opinion. So definitely love it. This rack system is super easy to use. This whole component, actually putting up the actual crossbars itself, was super simple. Drilling the holes and making sure this is perfect, not so easy. Took a little tedious, if I'm being honest with you guys. But as far as deploying it, again, more to follow. But really, just you unlock it here, of course, and then you unhook it, this little strap, and then once it's unhooked, you just kind of push it up, and it fully deploys, if you will, for lack of better terms. But that's it. Wanted to get your thoughts on it. Super excited to get it out to a couple of campsites. Again, nothing crazy. I'm not going to pretend to be an overlander. I'm not hipster enough for that. But I am excited to take Peanut and get some, you know, start making some fun memories with this rig. As this was technically the goal with the Land Cruiser, right? As I had the Princey rack on the Land Cruiser, right? And this was the goal, to kind of put this on top of that. But this, I gotta say, this is easier. Of course, it's lower to the ground, being on top of the bed. It's a bummer because what does it do? It makes it so you can't actually use the bed for like loading furniture and stuff like that, a couch, transporting that. That's a bummer. But the fact that you can just pop it on and off, you know, installing it and removing it is much easier than actually trying to get it off of your roof of your vehicle, in my opinion. So I actually love this. A lot more flexibility to it, in my opinion. Not to mention, you can still use I'll show you, you can use the bed, right? It's just not for large, bulky items. You can't throw a dirt bike back here. However, you can pop this off super easily and then load a dirt bike on top of the Diamondback. So I mean, this has, I should have looked before this video, forgive me guys, I'll follow up with it, but yeah, it has a awesome load rating, right? You can put a lot of weight onto this. This is such, as you'd imagine, being the heavy duty model of the Diamondback, it can take on a lot. So a lot of people use this and just load up their four-wheelers, dirt bikes on top of this. Sure, it's a little higher, but it's still totally functional in that sense. You can still use the bed. This is gonna be the ultimate test if it's waterproof, guys. Well, you're not gonna be able to fully see, but I don't see any water anyway. But you know, I'm confident in saying it is. The way I have it mounted is pretty snug on there. Of course, even with the additional weight, 165-ish pounds from the iKamper here. So yeah, you can still use the bed for things. Pretty straightforward there. I'll show you one thing I did to make it extra weatherproof, if you will. You don't have to do this, but I did. So this this rubber seal here, this rubber gasket, it goes all the way around the actual cover itself, right? But in here, hopefully you can see, and forgive me guys, the rain. I have it comes with an additional rubber seal that you can, trim piece that you can cut to size to actually put on. It comes with a 3M tape background, and I did that all the way across the front line of the bed here, as you see the lower one right there, right? So it's extra sealed across, double layered right there, seal on seal, if you will. So definitely excited. I'll stop geeking out, geeked out plenty, but I love this, guys. I think it looks phenomenal. I'm just excited to maybe swap out the Predator side tube steps there and really calling it good, and I feel great about it. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if enough people have joined the 2022 Tundra bandwagon at this point. You can let me know your thoughts, but I'll show you one final angle and we'll wrap up the video there. So definitely pleased with it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Appreciate you watching as always, guys. Until next time.